Time to go.
You are live. You are live.
Good day, everybody out there. Another beautiful day with us again at Upper Reporters and Talks, the program where we discuss and give our unbiased and unreserved opinion on the issues affecting the social, political, and economic welfare of Nigerians, connecting Nigerians home and abroad. Today is the 9th day of August 2024, and we are in the studio again for 48 episodes. As usual, as basic as it is, we always have exciting topics for you. But first, let me introduce myself. I am Obizo J. I'm going to be your host. I'm going to be your moderator for today's program. And basically, as we start today, we know the rules. The rules are the same. 3 minutes for any interjection, 3 minutes for the submission, 3 minutes for rulings, 1 minute for questions. Well, my co-host is still at the background. He's here with me, but he's at the background. So we can go from there. Yes, as it is today, we have topics for today, which is first, Edo State government finally confirms receiving rice shipments from federal government. Only 3 parties submitted complete polling and coalition agent details, INEC reveals. Ighodalo can be stopped. PDP fires back at Comrade Oshiomhole or Senator Oshiomhole. PDP ridicules APC and Okpebholo for failing to present a clear manifesto. These are the major topics on the locals from Edo as we proceed. As we proceed, we'll be giving further information coming from around the country. But as we come to the studio first, now Edo State has finally confirmed that rice shipment. We'll get to that. Let's wait on the rice shipment. Let's go to the topic where the comrade governor. Good evening, Mr. Good evening, Barrister Osa. Welcome to the studio. Let's go to the topic where the comrade governor or the comrade the Senator Adam Sali Oshiomhole went about his business doing the normal things that he does during elections, which is to go after opposition candidates. Yes, he gave a bit of attacks on the PDP GUBER candidates. Yes, he said it was all back, no bite. He even his kids. I saw in an article. I don't know how authentic it is, that Oshiomhole's kids have complained that the PDP governor is an extended relative, and they become their father should take it easy on him. Well, that is politics as it is. These are the trending stories that we have with us on the day. Well, it's not much. I have just Osa with me in the studio at the meantime. So I don't know if Mr. Osa, are you there?
Yes, trying to find a comfortable place.
Okay. Are you okay? Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I think I can speak now. There was a lot of noise in the background, so I needed to just walk away.
Okay, so yes, we're talking about
The comrades
the,
attack on
the senator. Yes, the
ASU.
senator on the candidate. Yes.
It's
What
not.
is your take?
It's not. It's not new. We know that is how the comrade operates. This is not the first time, nor the second time, nor will it be the last. But one would have thought that being a two-time governor, now in the Senate, such attacks will be minimum or even a bit more credible because I don't even know what they are. The attacks. I don't know if there's anything one can really pick from those attacks from the comrade. What do you think, or rather, what substance could you've heard? I guess we've all seen the video. Talking about he cannot sleep in his village because of witches and I don't understand those sort of talk. So. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being a bit thick in the
Okay,
head
okay.
and not understand.
Maybe I can put this to light. You know, some
Please go
people.
ahead.
I'm not speaking for the senator. I'm not defending the candidate as well. You know, some people when they get into a certain level or they get into a certain demographic, they begin to say, I can't go to my village. What should I do in my village? Why should I have a house in my village? No, my village it's not progressive. Yes, it's a setback. I cannot have
But
a
the question, that's what I'm saying. The question we should ask is, did he discuss that with the comrade? Because from what he said in his own view. I can say in my own view, Mr. Obizo cannot sleep in his master's bedroom because he's scared. Exactly, it's my own view. Doesn't mean that you told me. That's what I'm saying. So if it's something that we can actually lay hold to, then yes, one would say it's something tangible. Not saying that. I'm thinking, how low can we go? I don't think that's even you know. I expected more from the comrade, and throughout that video. In fact, is it the comrade that is running for election in Edo State? Because we hear more from the comrade than the APC man. I don't. I think that's what we should even be looking at, not even discussing what the comrade said. But why is it that we're hearing from the comrade? When last did you hear from who will I equate Geo in respect of campaigns? Let the man speak for himself.
Geo.
Yes, Godwin in respect of Aswe's campaign. Have you heard from him? Have you seen him talk on TV or say anything in media? When last did you hear? I'm trying to equate both of them, being the former governor supporting the
A
PDP
candidate,
aspirant, and
yes, okay. As a
yes,
former
and
governor
another.
changing to a certain candidate,
Yes,
and the incumbent, or rather, a sitting governor, which we know happens in our society. Sitting governors always go campaign for their successors, or
yes.
they have a certain candidate and they speak for him, or sometimes even go as far as campaigning for him.
Thank you.
Well, but you know that is a model. The model is Obaseki has sins, and they don't want these sins to stain the barrister. So
Who
they
who
appear,
who who judged Obaseki?
No, that's
bad
what
thing.
people are saying. That
So that is this. So we are now going back to
the
taking
same
people's
speculation.
views.
It's speculations. They are
Exactly,
speculations.
exactly.
They are speculations because we know probably, like I say, he does. The governor,
Exactly.
the governor does his things different.
The APC. You said?
I feel like I
Say that
always
again.
tell them. I think the governor does his things different. But when I try to say the governor does his things different, people come to me and they hit hard on me to say I'm biased, I'm supporting the governor. We are trying to support because, and when I support the governor, I'm supporting Aswe as a candidate, like that. But I just tell them, it is very rare for a governor, a sitting governor in any of our political space, as it has been since '99, not to come out to campaign for his successor, especially.
Let me hold. No. That's not correct. The comrade did it.
No, but I mean, they were in opposition.
No, the
Coming
comrade. No. What you mean is you said a sitting governor coming out to support.
that has not come out. Not that has come out. Every governor has come out to campaign for their successor. The only governor that has not come out to campaign for his successor in the history of that I know of is Godwin Obaseki. Godwin Obaseki has not been found in Ighodalo's campaign. And he has
No, I
not
don't
been.
think that is correct. Though they have got videos. Was it early this year? Of him talking. But of course, that also shows you that.
I'm not saying it's a fact.
No, they are not. Yeah, they are not. It's not on the. It's not the. When Aswe goes on the road, Obaseki is not there. He has a job to do.
Normally,
He has a job. But the reality is this.
The normal political arrangement.
Yeah.
Obaseki, Aswe will be coming out from Obaseki's vehicle.
Yes, but
that's how the regular politics.
But do you know what this tells you? That this man is his own man.
Yes.
Even though he can run his own gig without the governor interfering.
That's why I have said these guys are making it different. They have come with a different style. They have come with a different plan. The governor is not being tagged with Aswe. The governor has these issues that he's fighting, and he's making it look like Aswe is not connected to him. He's just saying that the party maybe.
No, but I don't think that is the case.
The governor will say, "I am supporting my party," like people use that as a cover to say, "I don't care who it is, as long as my party, as the delegates of my party have brought out the candidate, that's what I support." Even though we know that the handwriting is all on the wall.
No, but they can't hide the fact that they are friends. That was what he has always said.
Oh, they are they're not just
good friends. But however, yes, however, when you compare both parties, okay, Aswe is not the kind of person that Gio will be holding his hand. Let's go there. Let's go here. No, it's that's not that's not the kind of person.
Okay. Let us not say no. Let us say, from what we have seen so far, they have shown a bit of maturity and something different. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Because basically, if you have never been a governor before, you have never been a governor. There's no way that you tell me you have ideas of being a governor when you have never been one. It's like.
Yes. But what we're saying now is not being a governor. It's about you telling the people what you want to do. You going out and selling yourself. It's like a job interview. I will sit before the interview and tell them, this is why you should hire me. This is why I'm the best man for this job. That is what these people are meant to be doing, not speaking through proxies. Why will you go for a job interview and I will represent you? In fact, that is dead on arrival.
Yeah. I get your point.
So that's what we should be talking about. And if you look into the substance of what the comrade said, what are witches and wizards? Witches and wizards that, if they exist, they are not confined to one place. So I don't know why, he would go that length to
No,
say
you know the current governor. He tries to the former governor. Sorry, not the current governor. The senator. I forget to.
yeah.
I don't want to call him
So
a
I'll
former
just call
governor.
him the comrade. He's
He's
still a
the
comrade.
Yeah, he's a comrade senator now.
Mm.
He was comrade governor, now he's comrade senator. You know, sometimes I always like to listen to his interviews because I like him because
He's a lovely man.
even though he knows how to play with the bad gang, he knows that, and he says the truth sometimes.
Absolutely.
If it comes to yes, saying what is proper, he knows how to do that. But when it comes to party line, when it comes to party affiliation, the man has no limit to the truth.
Is what I think is what we will refer to as a party loyalist.
Is it a party loyalist? I will call him a Jekyll and Hyde, if I'm pronouncing it well. A Jekyll and Hyde. That is one that plays good and bad. Yes, that is it.
You know. I'm not even taking what he said seriously. You remember the last? Was it the last Alagodaro or the one before? The one that he appeared, the one that he attended, and then it was hailing Obaseki.
Yeah, Obaseki was president of Obaseki and all that.
Exactly.
That was I think people on the was it May Day or Labor Day? Or I think it was May Day or Labor Day.
Yeah.
We had Obaseki, praises all over Obaseki. And this same man, some days ago, he was defending the APC, that's it, defending the government. And he still had to throw a bit of
jive.
He can play. That's why I said I use the word the Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde is a person that plays. You can play good, you can play bad, and you play both sides well. So that's why anytime I see him, I always want to listen to him, and that is when he goes across the border. He can use. He can go deep to say that witches and wizards are in the villages, and
as if witches and wizards are confined to just the villages. So it's just, I think. One of the reasons I like to listen to him is because it makes me laugh when he says some of the things he says, and then when he's serious, I know that this man is serious. You know, when he says witches and wizards,
he knows when to be serious. He plays the game. He plays a very deceptive kind of politics. Yes, because I've seen Oshiomhole talk about the truth, and he came out blazing.
He's the way he speaks. If you want to know, is the passion behind when he's saying what he's saying. When he's saying the truth, comrade senator is very passionate about it, and then you can tell every fiber in his bones, it's all out for that thing. But when he's coming to just, will I use the word, just fool around, then he's very jokey and all of that, and that's how he was the other day. So I don't think it's serious.
Those jokey times they use it to. He used it on Pastor Izeyama, that we haven't recovered from it.
Well, again, the difference is this: with Izeyama, he wasn't joking. He wasn't joking because the things he said, I think, were some of the things that were in the domain as well. They were in public domain as well. And I think there's a newspaper article to that effect, even where the person he spoke about came out to try to set the record straight. But when you now start talking about witches and wizards, how do you even defend that in law? How do you defend that anywhere? How do you defend that? Witches and wizards? Are they confined? Have you ever seen witches and wizards in your life? Those who were growing up, they'll tell you when you're walking through the market, do not bend though, because
do not look under your do not look through your leg, because you see people walking with their heads.
Walking on their head. Exactly. Those are the kind of things that we're talking about. Now that you've grown, will you take that serious? You won't take it seriously. You just laugh, I beg. These people don't start again. That's how it is.
Mr.
Nothing
we thank you. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
There's the topic we are talking about comment senator hitting on the PDP candidate. That it happened sometime this week. Yes,
Oh,
some days ago,
okay.
when he made some funny accusations on the on the on the PDP candidate, and people made PDP and people trust the PDP too. They fire back at him and saying the lawyer cannot be stopped, and and how he accused Ighodalo of shunning his community over witchcraft. So that's the topic. It's not supposed to be a topic, but we are just trying to go inside Edo and all the happenings. So we know. So the discussion here is Oshiomhole. What do you think of that? The topic, the headline.
Do you know that Oshiomhole have never? It's been a very long time. I don't think. Excuse me. Sorry, hold on, please. I'm busy. Get out now. No. So sorry, I beg no vex. So as we say.
Gentle. You're on air.
Oh, sorry. Adams Oshiomhole, it's been a very long time. He's been under this kind of situation where he needs to defend the indefensible. So I don't blame him. Oshiomhole is just trying to campaign for his party candidate, and the only thing he has to campaign with is to try to throw jab and try to discredit the other the fellow contestant. So if you can see, he never stayed. He never, Oshiomhole used to stick to issues. You understand me? So now he's now resorting to witches and wizards. He doesn't speak his language, so you can see that these men have put Oshiomhole in a very difficult situation. So I wouldn't blame the comrade governor, the comrade senator, because it's not what he's used to. So it's difficult. It's difficult. And that's what we are going to see throughout this campaign. It's always going to be very difficult, especially when you are
Not the campaign. Are they still going to be campaigns? I thought the campaign was over. Are they still campaigning? I heard today was the was supposed to be a debate. They were supposed to have a debate today. I woke up, I tried to search the web.
What I'm saying is that this election period, you understand me? So it's going to be like that. They are not going to stop the television interviews. They're still going to be appearing before journalists and panels. So this technically they'll still be campaigning, still be talking about their candidates, and it's difficult for Oshiomhole. I can understand Oshiomhole's situation. So that's the reason why, if you see anybody that has brain will know that is the guy. According to Osa, you know when Oshiomhole is serious. You know when Oshiomhole is really really serious. When he was talking about his Yamu, those were to an extent those were verifiable facts. But these ones are not. You will just know that there's no substance. It's not even saying consultant that they paid 1 million. Yeah, that allowed that consultant that they paid 1 million. But the allowed Daro summit gave birth to different projects in those states. He is not denying that. Even one of them was named after him. He's not denying that. So you can see that the things he was just talking about are just trivial issues. Talking about someone not being able to speak Isha, someone having to did not even sleep in his village, did not pass the night in his village. Someone did not do this, someone did not do that. The house Oshiomhole was having in his village before he became governor. Well, I schooled in Auchi Polytechnic for some time. We all know how the house was. It wasn't that fantastic. How many times did he live in the house in that house in the village before he became governor? It's not when he became governor that he now built that big, massive house that he built there. So it's now all of a sudden he now lost his village. He was there associating with his village people when he was NLC president. How many times did he go to? How many times did I spent time in Auchi? How many times did I see Oshiomhole in Auchi? That these are those Oshiomhole. So That's the thing. The other candidates, did they grow up in Benin or in their village? So let's not just did they even do business or live in their village? So let's just not. Those are just trivial issues. Adam
And,
Soshomole is just being. Adam
I
Soshomole
like
is
to
just being
ask,
Adam Soshomole.
why is in all honesty, why is the APC and the PDP going after themselves back and forth? Why is the Labour Party candidate not being dragged into the hula, will I call it the hula baloo or the conundrum? Because you know why I'm asking this question. Anytime you hear the PDP speak, they are hitting on the APC candidate. Anytime you hear the APC speak, they are hitting on the PDP candidate. Are they thinking that the two strongest in the ballot, or they think it's
Okay. Let me draw your
between
attention.
both of them?
Let me
What
draw your
about the
attention.
Labour?
Let me draw your
Okay,
attention to something that you have not noticed throughout this campaign period. If you can
okay,
see, the PDP, they are always on the right of reply ground. They are always on the defensive ground. They always reply. The PDP, when you see a PDP's elder statesman or anybody representing the PDP going out to campaign, they don't talk about other parties. They don't talk about candidates of other parties. They only talk about what, because they know that their candidate is sellable. It takes a lot of time to be able to finish selling a sellable candidate. So there's not that much time to start talking about other candidates. But when they start talking about the PDP candidates, you will not expect the PDP, whoever is speaking on behalf of the PDP, not to reply at that time. Like Oshiomhole went at the Adams Oshiomhole went to Arise TV and spoke. All he talked about was about Ighodalo. Osaneni went there. They invited Osaneni to reply. So
yeah.
would you expect Osaneni to start talking about Ighodalo there? He's going to start talking about what the man said about his candidate. And when he's talking about it, straight bullet, we have to go to his candidate too. When Akpata was talking about Obaseki spoke. Akpata, if you notice, Akpata do not talk about Ighodalo. He talks about the governor. He has every right to talk about the governor because he's the incumbent, he's the governor of the state, he's the governor of everybody. So he's a
Yes.
public servant, so he's accountable to everybody. So when you're talking about the governor, when they talk about Obaseki, they don't reply them. It's the governor spokesman or the commissioner for information that will reply. You understand me? But we are talking about we need to be able to separate the Ighodalo campaign from Obaseki. So when they go talking about Obaseki will commissioner reply. But if you come talking about Ighodalo, the spokesperson for Ighodalo campaign will have the right to reply. But PDP don't just go about saying, "Oh, this person is not good. This person is not good." No, they don't go about saying. When what's his name, Akpata? When Akpata went to Upper Sakoba Road and said that the governor signed whatever and said he anti-cultism law that they will persecute anybody found involving in cult activities, and when I started singing, "Who not go, no no." Though people replied him. It was not Ighodalo campaign that replied him. Though people replied him. He has not mentioned Ighodalo. If he mentions Ighodalo, we are not afraid of him. We will reply him. So that is it. It's not as if it's not about it is APC. APC, I don't know if they are in if you look at it now, they said anything but said any other party can win, they don't care. But it must not be the PDP. So they all come together to attack the PDP. And now the fruit will ripe for tree. Now everybody they pluck. So the fruit still get right to defend itself. And if the fruit still say now the stick will long pass, now the fruit they attack. Because we know that Labour Party, we know say Labour Party na small yash wey dey shake. That's the truth. So I don't care what anybody thinks about what I'm saying. It's the truth. We know that this election is between the PDP and the APC. That's just the truth.
Thank you very much, Mr. Oyi. The lines are open, please. For those people watching on all social media outlets, the lines are open. You can call to make a submission. But before we get to that, there's Mr. Vuvuzela in the studio with us. Mr. Stella, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yeah, thank you very much. You were in the studio on Monday with us, but at some point we lost you. How are you
Yes,
doing today, sir?
I'm
How's your
fine.
weekend going? Good, good, good. Before we go into this the Oshiomhole discussion, please I'd like you to tell me about the I don't know, were you privileged to follow the interview or the debate for today?
Yes, though
Did
I
it
was.
did it hold?
Did it what?
Did it hold?
Yes, yes, it actually did. It was held in Lagos.
Okay.
I kind of knew some of the organizers. I tried to be there in person, but I just couldn't make it. So I followed it through their YouTube link. The link was not too strong. It was going in and out, but I could get something out of it. So two that's where Ighodalo was there from the PDP, and Olumide Akpata was there from the Labour Party. The APC candidate, Senator Matthew Okpebholo, was absent, and
Monday, oh,
Monday.
Monday.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm
Okay.
saying Matthew. Monday. There's then a gentleman came. I think he's from the ADP. I can't
ADP
remember.
or ADC? Is it Osareren or something?
I can't, it's the guy has. I think I heard. Hold on. Let me. I was chatting with somebody there. I was chatting with somebody there, and he said ADC, the ADC candidate, ADC. That's what the person said. So he said he protested not being allowed on the panel, so they gave him some time to speak. So they gave him, so he was not there in a debating capacity. I think he went there to say why did they not extend the same invitation to other candidates.
Yes,
So
that's it. This engineer Osare is Zedume.
yes, yes. So they gave him. So he made like he had like he gave a little lecture on his plans and aspirations and what he.
So usually he went to protest.
Yes, he went there to say
That is good. Marginalization. Why should they
yes,
not bring him?
which I
Undermining
think
him.
which I think he has a point. I don't
Yes,
know
he has a great point.
why they even only extended the invitation just to the
To the three major parties,
yes,
or the three alleged major parties.
and one did show up. So as usual, my if I was to
The
gauge
submission from the debate.
my assessment was this from the little I got. That's where Ighodalo stands out, I must say. Olumide Akpata is a smart guy, but his answers they are no he speaks well, but his answers is not in depth. There's no depth to his plans. So he's saying something, sounds very nice, but when you listen to it, it's surface, but it's well presented. That is the way I would put it. But it's still, but as for Ighodalo goes in depth with data, figures, and all of that. So Olumide Akpata came a little bit trying to be an opposition, let me put it like that, trying to throw jabs, and which is normal because Aswan Ighodalo's party is in power.
Yes. Yes.
Tread lightly and give your points on what you intend to do, things you intend to continue from the present administration, and just lightly tread on things that have not been done properly. So one thing he said was that one of the major problem, like the major problem that Edo State is having, is a problem of security. That if that is solved, a lot of things will fall into place. And he talked more about if um, if our brothers and sisters from the diaspora come and twice a year and spend a certain amount of money, how much revenue that is going to generate for Edo State, but people are afraid to come home and all of that. So he had a more um, um, robust and what's it called, and his the way he looked at issues was more in depth. But with Akpata, from what I got, my opinion, he had sound bites. Let me put it like that. He had good sound bites, but if you are really, because it was a room filled with quote unquote technocrats and professionals, so the questions were a bit,
Come.
yes, they were more technical questions, and also a lot of people in the, like, they had people from Immaculate Conception College, ICC Old Boys. They
Yeah.
came as a group. Western Boys came as a group. I heard that. Then other groups as well. So yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. Though like I said, the YouTube link was not very good, but for the little I could pick out, it was a good one. It would have been good for the APC candidate to be there so that we really hear what he has to say. But I think this is not a good look for them. No manifesto, no interactive sessions that we can go back and
Does the Labour have a manifesto? Has the Labour presented a
form.
manifesto?
To the best of my knowledge, they haven't, but their candidate is there selling himself. He
Yes,
has,
but I want to put it. Sorry. So let me interject.
yes,
The
please.
APC candidate did not come. First of all, the organizers, I think they got it wrong, trying to bring only three of all candidates. First of all, now you have 17 candidates on the ballot. Why not figure out 10 or 8? So it could be
Well,
very, very, very loud
well,
or um,
yeah,
um, interesting. But now you are going for you go for a candidate that did not come. Yes. So and you did not pick some that were ready to come.
yeah. So
So
that, yeah. So when, like, the last presidential election, the last presidential debate, that they had a lot of people on the ballot. Sorry, a lot of candidates.
yes,
They, I think what they tried to do then, they had to split it into two and
yes,
do like two different ones. But
yes,
um, you can't have. I see why you can't have 17 people on stage trying to speak in a debate at once. That's one.
yes, yes,
That would be too much. That would be too much. Two
yes,
is I think the people that organized it, I think their name is Unu Edo, which means mouth of Edo, if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
And I don't know if they will have the funds to if they will have the funds
Go on the
to
double date.
go on a double date. That is another thing they have to look at. And so they have to literally go for who they feel, in their opinion, is the most popular candidates, so to
Yeah.
say.
Okay.
So I think that is the notion behind that. But they at least I would commend them for giving the young man, the gentleman that came, an audience to speak after protesting. So that was a good thing on this. So I mean, the whole thing looked good. Like I said, if I was to give anybody, if I was to score it and say, okay, who won the quote unquote debate, I'll give it to Aswe, because you could tell he was confident in the way he presented his case. Sometimes Olumide's answers were long-winded, and he was, like I said, he speaks brilliantly. He's a brilliant man, but I think especially when they ask questions on finance and economy, I don't think that is one of his strongest his strongest attribute. So you try to just keep talking, but there's always that, okay, when we get in there, we have plans or whatever. But to break it down for a common man to understand. So, like I said, I'll give it to Aso and Ighodalo for this one. But hopefully, I don't know how many scheduled debates they have planned, but it will be good to see more candidates. They should extend they should extend the invitation to more
Other
people.
candidates so we can hear.
Yes, so like on different platforms that I'm on, a lot of candidates have brilliant manifestos, speak brilliantly. They have, I mean, speak to them, even though maybe this election might not be their time, but let this be a platform for them to introduce themselves into the political space. And you never know, because what this state needs now, I believe that opposition, if even though you are the opposition or whatever, everybody should be at a very high standard. So no matter where the winnings come from, we know that we are all okay, whether it goes to NRM, ADC, Labour, wherever, yeah, so that everybody has something to say. Like I said, a lot of them have put out their manifesto, apart from the quote unquote big three. A lot of them have put out their manifesto, which it all looks good, and they should be given a platform to air their views. That is my
Yeah.
submission on the.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, I appreciate and thank you. Basically, we're talking about Oshiomhole. Did you hear about Oshiomhole this on
the witchcraft thing? I watched it on Arise TV, and in his defense, Shomole's defense, so to say, I think what he meant by that statement, you know how when people come from Lagos and different places and say everybody in their community and village are all witches and witchcraft, and they don't even want to be close. So he's like saying, as why Ighodalo is in that camp, and if he's disassociating himself from his village people, how does he want to? How is he able to connect to the people? Because it's just something out there where as where Ighodalo is from Eastern Central, they say they are very strong there. There are strong people in that.
Yes, exactly. And they won't give you something.
So go there at your own risk. So he said, if the man is afraid of his own kingsmen, how is he trying to rule a state? So I mean, Oshiomhole is I think the heart he wore that day was the heart of an attack dog, and he's good at it, being somebody that has been in an activist from his days in labor. So he knows how to give low blows and keep the crowd going. So I don't see he's just playing his part. It's part of politics, even though we those sound bites sometimes to keep their base going. It happens everywhere in the world. If anybody is the best at giving low blows, is Donald Trump. He's the best at it. He will say anything just to keep people going. Now, that interview was what? How many days ago? We are still talking about Oshiomhole saying witches and wizards. So there's.
Are you there, Mr. Vuvuzela? I think we lost you. Also, can you guys hear me? Or is it me or is it him? Is it coming from my end?
I can hear you.
Okay, Mr. Vuvuzela, I think we lost you in transit, and I was beginning to enjoy your submission on the matter. Yes, thank you for it. Yeah, like we all said, Oshiomhole was trying to get jokes out of the situation, because he knows there are nothing extremely serious about the campaign for him. He is just trying to play the long-term game. Well, that is it. We have Mr. Konko. I don't know if Mr. Konko is busy. I don't know if I should go straight. Mr. Konko, can you read me? Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I'm really busy. I'm listening.
Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being a part of the studio, or thank you for being a part of the panelist. I know time the day for you might be busy. Okay, we have talked about the Oshiomhole, the Ighodalo issue, and a bit of light on how manifestos have not been presented by other candidates. Rather, the accusations on how APC has not presented the manifesto. I don't know if the Labour Party has presented any, or if there are other parties. I think because PDP has presented a manifesto, which I'm privy to be in a certain group where the manifesto was dissected, and one of the commissioners was put on the hot seat. The questions were going to the commissioner, and he did his best. I think he did a fair job trying to explain the manifesto of the PDP. I was intrigued that people read it. And the reasons why I know they read it is because questions were asked from each segment. We talked about security, talked about several things on the manifesto. Now the question is, how many other political parties have their manifestos out? Why is it all about the PDP? Everybody is more interested in what Ighodalo has to say, what Ighodalo has to write, what Ighodalo has to listen to, or where the barrister has to be. Is he the only one in the ballot? Even if we know, yes, his support is coming from the incumbent, or yes, or from, whether we like it or not, from the governor. There are other candidates. It is supposed to be an election where every other candidate has the right to a fair battlefield. Well, we still look forward to it. The elections are still in September, which practically is a month away. Some people think the election is next year. The election is a month away. Yes, because today is we're already in August, and the elections are going to be in September. If we can't have a manifesto in 30, 40 days, then I don't think the political parties are going to have the manifestos out. That is that on that issue. Now,
Moderator.
Yes.
Yeah, can I say something, please?
You said you were busy, but now you can go ahead, sir.
Yeah. What I wanted to say is not about manifesto. Do they really follow whatever they write? They put on that manifesto. Even the current governor, did he do anything that was on his manifesto? That should be the question. It's not to write manifesto. It's to do what you said you were going to do on the manifesto. So that should be the question of the people of the Edo people. The people of Edo State should be able to ask them, are you going to do what you are telling us you are going to do that you put on this manifesto? Because anybody can go and package one manifesto and sell it to the people, and the people will feel it. The people will appreciate it. And at the end, they will not do anything. In fact, we have one that right now, the case study of this current sitting governor. Even let's forget about the state. Nigeria as a country entirely. Do we follow manifesto? We don't. We just tell people until we start holding these people accountable of some of their doings. That is when we'll see a change in Nigeria. And I've said it before, even in other gathering, that no Nigerian man is ready to die for the country Nigeria. Nobody. Until even me myself that is talking, I'm not ready to die for Nigeria. But in a country that we are today, some of us are ready to die for this country because of the way things are being done. Until we begin to see people being held accountable of their doings and their action, then we'll begin to see a change. Because for a while now, I've decided, I personally, just for my health wise, I've just decided not to listen or participate in anything election in Edo State or Nigeria for now, because I'm not a prophet, but I'm seeing the same thing that has happened in the past repeat itself again. And at the end, we'll all come back to this great forum and talk and talk and talk and talk, and then we'll just relieve our stress. That's all. Because these people, they don't really care about us. They don't care about us. They don't care about the people. They only care about themselves. That is just the honest truth. So even though Axon Ighodalo penned down a very good manifesto for the people of Edo State, I can guarantee, I can bet with my last dollar that he's not going to do one thing in that manifesto. He already has his own plan. They already have the plan that they want to do in that state already. That is just the honest truth. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Konko. I like, yes, you have brought our minds, you have brought our minds back to, you have updated us back to the times, yes, of speaking for accountability. And before we put a mark on that accountability that we have talked about, yes, the reason why we talk about manifesto. Everybody should have a plan, even if when you are trying to cook soup. If a man wants to cook, if a man is trying to go on a date, you have a plan. You know, you have a budget. You have a place you want to go to. You know what you want to drink. You know the time you want to be there and the time you want to leave. You know the kind of music you want to listen to. I'm just using that as a case study. If a person wants to cook a food or cook any food or want to have a party, you know how you project for it. When we want to build a house, you know, yes, we want a 100 by 100 plot or whatever plot that is being measured. You know the plot, you know the plan, you get a floor plan, you get a duplex plan, you get whatever plan, you know the colors you want to use. These are the reasons for manifesto. You can't just come and say, okay, I want to build a house. I want to build this house, and you don't even know the square feet of your land or the measurement of your land. And you say, okay, and the money comes, I will build anything I see. Not knowing your budget, not knowing what is coming in, and not knowing how much things are going to cost you. That is the reason why we talk about manifesto. Everybody in politics should have something that they believe in, that they are standing for, and they feel their strength can build upon. Now, that is the manifesto, whether it's real or fake. The good part of it is this: we are evolving. In the past, when they come in manifestos, sometimes they might come with an open book and nobody reads it because they know nobody is going to read it. That is the truth. But these days, you have individuals, people not connected in government, people talking about people's manifesto. That means these days, people are asking for it because they want to read it. Which means that we should be bothered. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Yes. Can you hear me? Yes. Good. Thank you very much. We should be bothered that political parties or political candidates are not bringing out manifestos. Especially, I don't want to call a name, or I don't want to pick a party. I don't want to point a finger to any party. Everybody should have a plan on what they want to do. That's a manifesto. What we should know, that should not be what we ought to be talking now. We should be talking about how can we hold these people accountable. So if these people are dragging us to the part where they are asking for they can't even provide a manifesto, then it's a joke. If, for instance, a man that did not bring a manifesto becomes the governor, what is he going to build on? He's going to tell us he will start afresh, or he's going to tell us he would write the whole script. He will say, now that I've won, I'm going to write the manifesto. Or don't worry, I'm writing my second term. What are his plans? What does he want to do with the state? What does he want? How does he want to curb a lot of abnormalities That is why the manifesto is needed. Even if he doesn't mean it, he should write one. And then we can use the manifesto to say, at the point where we can hold them accountable, which I believe is coming soon, in your page 5 of this document to use to hold the politicians accountable. So that is my own take in it. I know because the PDP has served one, they are using it as a yardstick to sing about it. It's not like the PDP since 1999, all their manifestos have fulfilled it. Obasanjo's manifesto, he didn't do it. God bless his soul, he didn't have time. Jonathan, he tried. It was a different manifesto from a different movement. Down to Tinubu's manifesto, we don't know what is in there. Probably the same one the APC is using in those states. But what we should be doing, these people, yes, keep coming with your manifestos. But at some point, we will read it and we'll find a way by law or by the grace of God to hold them accountable. It doesn't have to be by the ballot anymore because they have disenfranchised that process that the ballot does not work anymore. People cannot, in Nigeria, the ballot does not, you cannot use the ballot to hold anybody accountable. Because as we speak, a sitting governor, a sitting president has an automatic 8 years, even if it's just that's his first year in office. There are tendencies that anybody that wins an election in Nigeria, as a governor or senator or president, must go complete his 8-year tenure. I mean, his 2 tenures. That is his 8-year rule. So when we need something first, we need the document. Then at some point, as we evolve, we will find a way to hold them accountable. That is it. We could also write it off and say because yeah, it's like this. Did they do it? No. They should bring it. We'll be reading it and we'll digest it. Then we will know next. Because we are all accusing Obaseki now. I'm not saying Obaseki must have said he will give 200,000 or 2 million jobs. Well, he must have said so. We don't know what's in his manifesto. And I know a lot of people, a lot of us here on social media anyway, can attest to this, that we didn't read Obaseki's manifesto. Oshiomhole came, bamboozled us. They came with Togba. They did this one, they did that. We're excited. We didn't read it. Now we are complaining. Yes. But we have learned our lessons. Now we want to read. We want to know. So that we can come in three years' time, after Ighodalo, in 3 years' time, before, not when the next election comes. In 3 years' time, you say, you told us in 300 days that you would do so. That's when it starts. Then the people will be like, oh, the governors will be like, yeah, these people have been reading what I wrote. Even if what I wrote, I didn't mean it. Or I know I can't achieve it. They actually read it. That's where a man sits up or sits properly on his chair. That is the reason. That is Conan. That is the reason why I'm talking about that. Mr. Fu, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Going on the general issue, there's a bit of. I saw this news on. I think it was live at some point today. Obasanjo says Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder. The former president, he makes me laugh all the time. People say he's the best that we have, the best that we have had. But I'm just going to I'm going to deliberate more on what he has said, and not wanting to criticize him, because I always love to criticize him. He put us in the mess we are today. Yes, But that is not. This is not for now. He is saying that he met with the lower house of representatives, and he has told them that the teamwork can bring positive change and development to the country. I'm going to read off the books now. I'm not going to go to. I'm not. Let's right now. We are deliberating on deliberating out of the media. The everybody has something to say. Everybody has a sense of belonging. Everybody has the answers to the problems in Nigeria. It is only our country that you put a doctor in front of a camera and you ask him about the politics and he will give you answers. You put a footballer, he will give you answers. Everybody has an answer to the problems. But the problem does not fail to linger. This is a topic, this is a very big one I want to ask people in the studio. Why do we all know the answers, but the problem still persists? Why is it so? I'm not discussing it. This is all a monologue. I like to ask. Mr. Oster, are you there with us? Are you, Mr. Oster, are you there?
Available at the moment. Not available at the moment, but give me the next speaker.
Okay. Mr. Vuvuzela, let me come to you.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Everybody has got the answers to the problem. What and why is the problem still there and even getting larger? This is off record. This is where I mean off record, off documentation, off media. I'm just saying it because every day we go to the news, we read, I watch Arise TV, watch channels. There's a speaker telling us every day there's someone in suit or someone in Agbada or someone in native looking all serious, telling us how we can fix the nation. It seems everyone is campaigning to get to a certain position, but they don't know how to fix it. They just have the words. Or why is it so? Let us have this deliberation. Let's make today different. Why do you think this is happening?
Okay, so like you said, today I watched Arise TV. What's it called? Bode George came. Everybody is saying Bode George came, say he's confused about subsidy, oil, whatever. A young man came to talk about NNPC, gave some, revealed some things which is mind blowing. Now, my opinion, the problem in this country is this. Anything, any policy, any law, amendment, whatever, if your motivation, if the motivation of that thing has a deal behind it, when I say a deal, I mean a financial money, some people are making money out of it, it is never going to work. And it seems like everything these people come out and tell us, they tell us one thing, but behind the scene, there is dealing and wheeling. It is never going to work. Sometimes when they talk about, palliatives, and some people start saying they stole government rice or they say civil servants are. If we cannot share rice, we cannot share rice, how are we going to fix insecurity? How are we going to fix this whole fuel subsidy, devaluation of the naira, if we cannot share rice? They release rice today, tomorrow you see a video of rice being hidden in one place and they're scattering everywhere. How is it going to work? Because they come out and say one thing, but the intentions, okay, let me give you a good example. I watched a video today, right? And It was I think the guy is a media. I can't remember his name.
Yes, the former Arise TV channel, Arise channels media that he's doing presidency now. I'm forgetting the name. That the light skin guy.
Yeah, he's head of media or something like that.
Yes.
Spokesperson came out and talking about how they want to cut cost of governance. How now, if the president is traveling out of the country,
is it cost of governance or they cost the personnel? They didn't talk about reducing reducing personnel.
Okay, no, but that's supposed to reduce cost. That's
yes,
the whole
supposedly.
Yes, that's so instead of traveling with 50 people, now you can only travel with 10 or within the state. And it kept on going on, giving now if it's the state, if it's within Nigeria, this is how many people will go with the president. If he's outside the country, if it's the ministers, then he started saying the office of the first lady, they will reduce the entourage, the office of second. It's nothing like the office of the first lady. There is no office like that. It's not in the constitution. It is not anywhere. You are coming on TV to be saying that you want to reduce the people that are traveling with the office of the first lady. That means people don't even understand the rules that you people make. There's nothing like the office of the first lady. It's just something that they have created and it has turned into something else. So when you see things like that, is that how are those are not serious people? You can, if you see the way the boy was saying it with all seriousness, like, okay, this is one policy that is going to make everything go away. Those things are things that should be done internally and sent, and a memo will be sent to everybody. Is that what you are coming to give a press conference for? Is that the problem? When we are here saying the government that have claimed that have removed fuel subsidy, but we all know that they are still paying fuel subsidy. How? So if they say one thing in front of the camera and behind the scene it is something else, everybody has a good talk. I believe there are very smart people in Nigeria, a lot of smart people. Everybody can come on TV and sound intelligent. It is great. But if at the end of the day there's no implementation, who are we kidding? We're kidding ourselves. So I know you are not a fan of Obasanjo, but why people say Obasanjo has been the best president we had in the whole lot of the bad people that have ruled us is because he was the one that was able to have some kind of balance. Relatively, Nigeria was safer. Relatively, that's why I say relatively. Nigeria was safer. He was able to deal with militants or whatever it is. He was able to stabilize what's it called, our foreign exchange or whatever. He was able to go and beg Paris Club then to clear our debt. I mean, he was able to stabilize. Now, do I give him an 80-90%? No, but at least there was a balance, some kind of balance, because he understood the way the country works, because he was first military head of state and he has been in the game for a very long time, and he was respected abroad as well in terms of foreign leaders. So he had like a strong ground in foreign policy and all of that. But at the end, the people that have come, it is getting worse. That is where the problem is. From Obasanjo, we went to Yar'Adua, which he didn't have a lot of time. Went to Jonathan. Jonathan had good ideas, but didn't have the spine. That was his problem. He have the spine to put his foot down and say, okay, I'm the president and this how things need to be done. From there, we jumped into Buhari and everything is a mess. Now, we are here now and we are still not sure about the information that comes out from the presidency, which is supposed to be the center of everything. We are not sure. Today, they will say, oh, they gave states 500 and something billion. The state governors will come out and say, no, we didn't receive that money. It's not like that. So there's no tomorrow, what's his name? Bayo Nonuga will come and just be splattering his own life.
Sorry. Who do we believe? Who do we believe? Because Governor Makinde has countered the president, saying that he didn't receive 500 or something billion. But again, I saw on the news how the money was disbursed and how I think River State, Delta State got the largest sum. But who do we believe?
That is all of this is supposed to be public record. We are supposed to be able to see how much money went into state accounts. It's not people
Yeah,
coming.
Edo State got 8 billion according to the list. Edo State got 8 billion.
So when Edo State is when Edo State is coming out to present their finances, they will say, okay, this 8 billion or whatever billion came from government, from federal government allocation. This month it came, but at the end of the day, some people are saying they got it, some people are saying they didn't get it. Now there are so many things they talk about CNG buses since last year. Is it not when he got into when they said the fuel subsidy is gone? They said they're going to bring CNG buses. Has anybody seen anything like that? No, kits or whatever. Nobody has seen it. Though they are going to cultivate 500 hectares, 500,000 hectares. I mean, it's good. We can sit down here and say, "Oh my God, Nigeria is such a beautiful place," and speak so well of Nigeria. But my brother, where I am, they took our license yesterday evening. They just brought it now. That is the reality. He's not saying it and let it sound all good. That is the reality of it. So I don't know the reason. So back to your question. Maybe I'm being long-winded here. Back to your question is
No, yeah.
when we say everybody comes and why the problem is not being solved, because our leaders are not being honest. Come out and tell us the real truth. If things are bad, let us know that. They don't say we have done this. When they were protesting, Tinubu came and he was sounding like he was still in campaign mood. Oh, we have done that. Is not come out and say we have done this. They didn't do that. No, if you have done these things, people will see it. It's not a question of. That's why people were looking for more practical things, like him saying, "Okay, you know what? To alleviate this suffering or whatever, I know things are hard now. We are going to do subsidy for another 5 months. Let's reduce petroleum price or PMS prices to 300 naira. We are just going to do it for the next 5 months. Let things kind of ease out." That is practical. You can see it. You can go to the filling station. You know it's reduced, and they are telling you, yes, now we are paying subsidy, but not that we are buying for. In Lagos, fuel is, some people sell 630, between 630 and 750, I think. And in Benin, fuel is 850 naira, 900. And they are still saying if we sell fuel based on market forces, fuel should be almost 1,500 naira because that's the landing cost. So if you people are paying subsidy, just tell us that you are paying subsidy. So if
Why
you say
the landing cost for real? Yes, I heard the landing cost is.
yeah, it's like 1,200 naira, but by the time they add trucking and
Who are these people? Who are these people landing this PMS?
they are the marketers. They are the people that
They should tell us their names. Do they live in the country? Are they foreigners? Where are they? Do they live with the, where would they live? Are they in Abuja? Are they in Lagos?
They
Are they in
remain
Obachu?
faceless. They remain faceless. We hear that NNPC is the one that is in charge of importation of food. That's what you will hear. But they are individuals, marketers that are being given these funds. Nobody knows. They cannot.
I know, but the government issue, the government cannot say they are not aware of such. So the government should know, okay, if these people are trying to sabotage my government, my rule, then the government will go all out to say these are the people, just like now they have said these governors have been giving monies. Yes. So now tell us, who are these marketers? Do they live amongst us? Why? They should let us know what are the. We want to see records. How do these things work?
When you say this thing that the government should, after God is government, the government knows about everything. There's nothing that you would do that now we're even talking about oil and NNPC and this. You say the government, they know who they give money to. Now the money leaves federation account to go somewhere. Now. They know exactly what. See, let me what one guy was saying, what they were saying on TV today. Sometime last year, early last year or something about, there was a batch of PMS that was brought into this country that messed up a lot of vehicles. People's engines just knocked a lot of engines or whatever it is. Now, till today, nobody has been held accountable for that. That is something easy to track. You just go to the filling station you bought fuel from. Where did you people buy? Which tank farm did you people buy this your product from. You go there, okay,
Which
Oga
depot?
tag or
Which
depot. Oga the depot, please, which people imported this for? See their company, these people who bought for. It's simple. Till today, nothing happened. Till today, nobody knew about that. A lot of people do now. Many mechanic quick close shop that because everybody their cars, everybody a lot of cars were messed up. That is just something that to show you that. And whoever brought that product obviously got paid. Obviously got paid. So you went somewhere and brought adulterated fuel into Nigeria and so many things. You will go to. There's a time that somewhere where I had some property, we're trying to do diesel testing. We bought diesel from different people, all like 4 different suppliers, all different color of diesel. Oh, some look like granite oil, some look black, some look everything different. Who are these people bringing all these things? So at the end of the day, we if the government wants to be sincere with all of us, it's better to tell people the true situation of things. People are suffering. Tell them this is why you're suffering and not giving false hope. Oh, we've done all of this. Don't worry, we're going to roll out CNG buses. And sometimes it's good for the government to be practical. It's very good for the government to be practical. It might not be a long-term solution to everything, but at least it gives people some kind of comfort. Like in Edo State now, I heard that Obaseki has been doing free transportation for a while. There's nobody that has entered free car will tell you that, oh, he did not enjoy it. He will say he enjoyed it. Now, whether that will solve all the problem of Edo State, it might not, but at least you've given comfort to that citizen at that point in time. It's that simple. So they could have reduced fuel for 3 months. Let's say, okay, the bonanza is on for 3 months just to bring down some things or whatever it is. It's a form of palliative as well. But we have come to a point in Nigeria where every problem we have is rice. We share rice and they expect everybody to be okay. Talking about you want to sell rice to civil servants for 40,000. I heard somewhere that civil servants are rebagging it and going to sell. What do you expect? What do you expect? Dangote has been sharing rice since so in Edo State. I see the ads on whatever through churches and mosques. Nobody is fighting about Dangote rice. They are not going to say they found Dangote rice inside one man's house. Nobody has said, oh, there's a trailer log of Dangote rice that they found that somebody stole. Why is it that when it's time for government, it's a problem? During COVID 2020, I shared rice for people around where I do business in Benin. It's a very simple thing to do. It was organized. There was nothing in my own little way. I said, okay, you know what? Let me share some things, food stuff or whatever it is, because people were not going to the market then. So why is it that when it's time for the government to do theirs, it's always a problem? Because they are not being honest and truthful. That is what is going on. There's not to like as where Ighodalo said something today when they were talking about how do you hold people accountable? What are your plans? And he said something. He said everything on how to hold people accountable for is in our law. That we have too many laws in Nigeria. There's a law for everything, and it's when you get into trouble that you know that there's a law for everything. There is a law that says punishment for everything, but implementation. That is the problem. So
Bubu, I beg, let me interject a little bit. Dangote specifically gives Obaseki, the state government, 30,000 bag of rice. Dangote personally gave Edo State government 30,000 bag of rice.
Okay.
What was that? What Obaseki don't do with the rice?
What you don't do with the rice? They share on.
What you do with the rice? Which share? Who is share for?
True churches.
Which churches? Which churches? Which are you don't need them? Just hold on. Don't come here and say things and that does not go here. So you are able to go. Hold on. No. Hold on. So you want to tell me that say a Christian is more super citizen than me? Me on the go church, so I don't get rice. No. Stop this. We should stop this. No, you cannot. You see, Obaseki that has no right to give. No, hold on. Wait. Obaseki has no. Wait. Abeg, hold on. If I finish your answer, I don't get much. I only get 10 minutes. I will jump out again. Obaseki has no right to decide that only Muslims and Christians he could give the right to. We have 4 million Nigerian citizens. I mean, just a citizen. Muslim and Christian not reach 1 million. So what are you talking about? The 3 million. How their own food politics get to their hand? What kind of nonsense is this? Okay. No. Okay, don't cut corners for Obaseki. Last week, hold on. Let me land. Last week here, on his word, he said they're not giving rice. Just yesterday, I thought they admitted they give rice.
Who?
What kind of government is this? We cannot hold them accountable because we like him because he's bringing out some abuse.
Who said what?
He has messed up. And that's why he's coming to tell you they shoulder accountable. That's why, as he called his principal out, people are hungry. People are rioting.
Okay.
They gave him rice. He's bargaining them with sending people to go out and start spreading propaganda. They gave you rice. You said you spent 2 billion. He first came out 2 billion. He said he spent 2 billion to buy rice. That the rice they saw there, that he spent 2 billion to buy it. So you have already wrote in 2 billion to himself. Why are we like this? If we favor all that, we can support them. Obaseki, I said his name. I didn't say Obaseki himself. Dangote gave him 10,000 bag of rice, and now he's coming out to admit now that they gave him rice. And last week, what denied they didn't give him rice.
Let me.
Oh, yeah, you can have the floor.
I'm not here to defend anybody. I'll only speak of what I know. And this is what it is. You made a comment just now. You said Edo State has 4 million people, whether Christians or Muslims are almost 1 million. What about the other people? Now, the Christians and the Muslims that they give rights to, are they not citizens of Edo State? They are. That's number one. Number two, we don't have a social register. You cannot take rice to the middle of the market and start sharing. But when you go through religious bodies, civil societies, and all of that, at least
my brother, stop. Every street. Hold on. Every street in Edo State. This is not what you're saying. What you're saying, it does not go here. You cannot tell me Christian, but so they have register of Christian body in Nigeria, Edo State. Does he have all the register of the churches in Edo State? Does he know my uncle church? Do you know the church that is back of your house? What are you saying now? No, you are bigger than this, man. Don't say this, man. Don't say this. No.
So let me give you a good example. Abroad, when you have food banks and churches organize food banks and food kitchens abroad, does that mean every hungry person in the city or wherever it is going to get fed? No. But the people that are attached to that, at least the hungry people that are attached to that community or that organization, we get fed. And that is how it starts. There's nothing wrong with saying, okay, I want to use this process because I can distribute these things through the church. At least if you go to a Catholic church, a Baptist church, an Anglican church, those people are citizens. They don't.
Oh, hold on. Whatever you give to church and Muslim, that is charity.
What is wrong with that?
No. Hold on, man. You're not talking to a illiterate. Whatever you took to a church, a government took to a church, is charity. It's palliative. It's not charity for the churches people alone. You give it to the people. It's palliative. It's a support, like auxiliary. It's a support.
The people that go to the church, not
no. You please stop. First of all, I beg, first stop that church matter first. Stop him. No, because if you take hold on now. Let me make the example of why to you. It's like you take a food now to charity home. Let's say Red Cross. You say the food they bring for you. You put up a charity because you not get record of the people we did there. Anything you take to the church is charity.
When you say
charity, you don't task.
You make it sound as if they took food to an orphanage. No.
See. Hold on. Church is an orphanage.
It is. What do you mean? Church is an orphanage?
It's an orphanage for the how will I put it? It's a Christian. It's a religious orphanage home. For religious people.
No.
Hold on. No, come on, man. You cannot tell me you take those food to church.
What do you mean
hold on, no. What do you mean? What are you saying? What do you mean? What do I mean? I'm surprised you are saying this.
Tony,
hold on. Let me land. Obviously, have all the streets in those states in his fingertip. How do you think he's fixing road construction
So what you do
roads?
do not go from
No, listen. We have. Hold on now. We have those states. We have Oshiomhole system. Every street have an Oshiomhole. You know how many streets in Gapiona? He can take rice there and give it to the elder, the share for everybody in this street.
How are you sure?
Every street gets bags of rice. What you don't agree? What you don't agree?
So what you are saying now?
How do they share palliative? Wait, the word palliative. Hold on now. The word palliative is not. Hold on now.
What about the streets that don't have an Oshiomhole?
I said the other person in that street will share. If everybody has to, the people live in the street, they must know. They will share. They know how many houses in that street. They know how many people there. They will share it to the people.
But this is how we go and put things in the wrong.
No. See, you just said it just now. No, listen. You just said in your own words. Don't change your word. That Edo State don't have a system to know how many people in Edo State. So the best thing they should do is. Just I'm not telling you now. That's what I'm saying. We have a common system. Every street. Listen, go to every street. You said just now that you shared food. You went to street by street sharing food. You went on the road sharing food for people.
I did not go street by street. Please, I know what
No, you throw the food on the air.
Tell you what, you cannot tell me what I did now.
So Obaseki cannot tell me that he took my food to church. What are you saying? Because you just came in to tell us that you came in to tell me you're not supporting Obaseki. But then you are making excuse for him that he's going to take the food to. You know the kind of statement are you making?
Tony, we can either have
No. There's no way you can twist it. What is wrong is wrong. We should first of all say when in this country they say the people are the problem. When in this country the people one day have a unity, universal voice to stand against one thing that is wrong. Because you actually said this thing is wrong. Obviously that came out on media that said that they supply him rice. And he that was saying before 2 weeks ago they didn't give him rice.
So wait, let me ask a question. So your issue is this: it's not that they shared the rice.
He did not. Okay. Do you have a data to show that obviously shared all the rice that was sent to him?
Okay, let me explain something. Let me explain something. In a church, for example, you have widows that these widows are these church members. You have, for example, you have Junior, you are a Catholic. They have this Catholic woman, something. They have I think they tie like blue and
CW, Christian Women Organization. CW, they have CM, they have Catholic men, they have Catholic men, they have Catholic women.
Good. So now that is a database. These people are regular people during the week. They are teachers, civil servants, contractors, whatever. So it's not when you say they shared the thing to Christians. No, these are citizens. But guess what? In that they are registered, whatever. They know, okay, in this church we have 200 widows. That they come to church, we know they are widows. Now you have gone through that system. You have already given 200 widows that are in need of that rice. That is
brother, you are making an excuse for a government that you are making an excuse. You are on the international platform here and you are saying all this and you see that you expect me to sit down with my 10 minutes break I have and listen to all this. You are spilling out that opposite just came on air and said that he stole. That was online 2 weeks ago that said that he didn't get any food, that he already spent 2 billion. The rest I saw there he spent 2 billion to buy the rice.
A question now that
don't ask me a question. Let's speak about what he just did and admit
which one
to.
Are you concerned with? The fact that they shared.
First of all, that is a fraud. For telling me that he sent our own rice to church is a fraud. In a safe country, he'll be impeached.
You keep on saying
what are you saying?
Our own. You make it
sound our own. I don't go to church. My parents don't go to church. My cousins don't go to church. So they will not be fed.
There are other people that go to church now.
Not the other people. It's for 4 million people, 4 million citizens. No stone will be left unturned. What are you saying? So
excuse me. Okay, guys. First of all, we have a caller. But the caller, yes, caller, please hold on. How many bags of rice was it that they claimed from the government? How many bags of rice did Edo State collect?
Yeah, Edo State got 20 trucks from the federal government. He got 20 trucks of bag of rice. Depending how many bags he want trucks. Dangote gave him 30,000 bag of rice.
Okay.
Yeah. So to share to those citizens, if now one copy,
how many bags of rice in total? Did they give any account?
I don't know. He didn't come out to say the total. He that said I send rice to church. You cannot take the bag of rice he received. The government.
Okay. Wait. Let's hear what the caller has to say. We'll come back to upper importance and Mr. Vuvuzela, so you guys can enlighten us more on the rice matter. Caller, please tell us your name and tell us where you are calling from. Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, calling from Canada.
Yes.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Good afternoon from here.
Friday, Femi. Yes, I know. I just wanted you to tell them your name and where you're calling from. I know you. Okay, so what is your? Yes, you have been practically listening to the show. So give us your.
Yeah, of course, I'll be following. I just want to say one or two things regards to this sharing of rice, and also when they were talking about, I think they were having something in Lagos today regards to all the parties, all the candidate, and some came and some didn't come, and so we are seeing this thing is rolling out now, and people are keeping quiet. That is what happened when the presidency was also going on. What they call this APC, the tribune didn't come, so nobody can hold him accountable because he didn't come to speak with us. Now we can see surrogate going on around speaking for this Okpebholo, and people are just okay with it. At the end of the day, nobody can hold him accountable too, because he has not really gone to everywhere. So many
Mr. Caller, we are talking about the rice. Mr. Caller, talking about the rice.
No.
So speak about the rice. So do you mean that because of Okpebholo you cannot speak and you are not calling for your governor?
Don't tell anybody what to speak about. There have been different topics you want to. We are not. It's not. He can if he doesn't know about the rice. Just calm down, please. Just let him. Don't get agitated. No. You are listening to me, Mr. Friday. Mr. Friday, please give us your this thing. I don't know why Tony is agitated about rice for now.
I can't talk about the rice.
Yes, so tell us.
So I remember the last time we went to a Christian organization, so recently I watched on the TV. Then all pastors, ministers, they all came. So they say, you're talking about this same APC man. But when he took the phone, he just said, well, my father in the Lord has spoken. All what I just came here to say, just vote for Okpebholo. And this is a leader. Your father in the Lord has spoken, but you don't have anything you want to see, and you are a leader. And you want to represent the whole 5 million people of Edo State. In short, I'm just wondering, and people are just keeping quiet, and at the end of the day, so he's going to appoint people, he's going to appoint commissioners, those people will be, even if he doesn't know how to speak, but other people around him could be very good. That is not, a leader was supposed to take the front role as a leader. So talking about this sharing and not sharing, I can remember the head of CAN and the secretary came out twice to talk about this same sharing of rice. They said Obaseki gave them 2 billion. He started about 3 months ago with that match, he put in 1 billion, and he also, and the way they even loaded the rice in was shown. So this other rice that were taken recently, they will talk about it that they were supposed to share it somewhere, but because of this protest coming up, they now put the truck somewhere. So a lot of people now around there go and be picking. They say, oh, Obaseki, look at where he hide the rice. We have been, there were rice in the door from Abuja. They came out and said, no, this is the rice, this is the 2 billion. Obaseki gave it to the church. Obaseki did not buy it. The council, they buy this rice within Edo State and sell within the 3 senatorial districts. And also, you also go to the mosque also, and also say, is there any way they are going to share rice in Benin? That the rice is going to go through everybody, capital growth. Even if you give it to Oshiomhole, so Oshiomhole will also pocket this rice. The poorest of the poor will not also see this rice. So there's no perfect way. As long as we don't have good register, we don't have a airline also that you can know everybody can say, these are the poorest of the poor, come to social place. Look at the way they are sharing rice most of the time. You see people falling on top of themselves because they are just sharing it in the streets. Is that the best way?
No.
So because as long as Nigeria is concerned, no matter how you are going to share this right, it will not go wrong. You know, some people will treat other people. That is Nigeria. Everybody knows we all come from Nigeria. So there's no way you're going to share this rice. That is going to go to maybe the people are not going to. You see how many people are going to church?
Yes, but this is the point. This is the point from Mr. Tony. Nobody is condemning Obaseki for initially saying he didn't receive rice, but coming now to say that he's backtracking to say that yes, he received rice. That means he has lied to us about not receiving rice in the initial form. Yes. So if
the sharing of rice, the one that started first,
yes.
It was the can minister that came out on TV. So many social media to say Obaseki gave them 2 billion, and he didn't involve himself. He said, "Do it." That even this sharing of rice in the church, there are some people who are not going to church who live within that area. They said, "Share it to the poorest of the poor." That's what they said. So if they know you live within that area, even if you don't go to that church, you are allowed to still get your share. It don't only for those that go to the church. They also went to the mosque. So how do you go street by street?
Yes, yeah. Yes. No, but he shouldn't. But he lied. The governor has lied about the rice factor, which is not a good one. Which is very first, we must condemn him for that, whether he shares the rice, because the rice does not belong. The funds they don't belong to him. The rice does not belong to him, and he has played a fast one there for as little as rice. Good. Yes. I know that, no, but for him to lie about it, that means there's a foul play somewhere. We cannot now.
People will see how that right. Put the rights on his house for him and his family to eat it alone. So get that one clear.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening.
It's okay. Thank you, Mr. Friday. Thank you for calling. We have a summary in the studio before we go to Mr. Tony and Mr. Vuvuzela. Oh, Mr. Samaru, sorry, another call is coming in. Caller, sorry. Oh, Samaru, just hold on. Hold on, please. Stop that. Can you hear me, caller?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
Okay, thank you very much. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This Chaco.
Yes, okay. Jaco, yes, where are you calling from? Yeah, no, Jaco, where are you calling from? Tell the audience where you're calling from. I know who I'm talking to.
I am calling from Germany.
Oh, I know. Okay, good. I just want to. It's proper. I know who I'm talking to, but it's proper you introduce yourself because other people are listening to you worldwide. So tell us your submission and make it brief, please.
So my submission, like use public language. So that's what we call us now. In the way our ancestor, to the people, that go be first way we to affect key for that Edo state. Is a bloody liar. He just call you defend which just very open, which just very plain to see. Who the blind type, the blind, the dog can see who the dog we use our to demonstrate, you know it they go on. The blind, as soon as they hear communication, we know what they happen for the background. He just call you, they defend what he just stay open. At first, Obaseki government denies it, they don't receive every single right. Now, they say they receive some. You see how the government not get truthful, and you get that view, that the call the talk, call the same you know see. Now you say my account. You might get on maybe 65 or 50 something century way with the youth people like Una for the land. People like Una, now they're supposed to use the access to the destroy for that land because don't make that land progress. When you see like don't say these things right, when you see true, don't say this thing is true. But you see the different you not going to be different. Does it make sense?
It's okay. Jacko, we understand your point, and he finally admitted that yes, the governor told the government. Let's use the governor and his government, because he will say the governor is just not only him and his government panel, his government. They lied about it, which is very sad. It is very sad for them to say they did not receive it, and after a while they come to say they received it, or they now.
The federal government have been giving all states palliative money. But this is not mine. Open up to the citizen. This is how much I receive. I receive over on 1 naira. I receive this. We open to your citizen. Why are you lying? Over the commissioner for, I don't know what is the I don't know what is they say they call up. Say we receive some. But is that not shameful? When I walk back Shunning, I was ashamed of myself. Say I didn't go for my those days. I was just ashamed of myself. Say see government, see people who say the big government. How will those things move forward? Tell me. And people will still get they'll still get the take or take go see the phone you know will see defend. Let's say one rubber, now you will see defend your party, your body behind rubber. Now people like Onana will still get the system now brother the thief now the support say the thief now rubber, which is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
Well,
I don't know. I pray to government. No, see who government we go make that no still move forward. But people like us now will be the people will be the problem of that state. Now when
thank you very much, Mr. Jacko.
if people say we don't see people like them for streets now to this slap.
It's okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Jacko. Thank you very much. We appreciate your call. Yes, keep watching where you are, and we thank you for giving us your own submission. Well, next we have Mr. Osawaru. I'm not going to say anything much. Mr. Osawaru, the floor is yours.
Yeah, good evening. Adomo. Ado people, wherever you are in the world. This topic is a very dicey, trickish one. But I jot some points here. The youth are the major problem in the states. I was listening to the podcast one day, and Olumide, this successful coach, he was talking about the youth being emotional about certain things, and that is detrimental. It's going to be detrimental for the future of the country. Okay, we are not talking about Obaseki is bad or good in this case. The case before all of us is rice was given and rice was hoard, and government is coming out to say they did not give them rice. And then government came back again to say, yes, we received rice. A sensible youth should be able to come up with what is government doing to us. Instead, they are giving explanation on behalf of government. It's disheartening to me. I feel since then, if you listen, I've not been talking about those state problem anymore. I've not been talking about it because I just feel that we as the new generation, we are not ready to decide that we need good governance, to hold our ground, to say our leaders must provide necessary things that will move the country forward and the state forward. How can the youth be giving explanation on behalf of government about rights that was given to them to share to the people? It was the youth that was explaining on behalf. Government have not even came out. Nobody is bashing the government. Nobody is talking about why will government do that? Why will such a thing happen in our state? The churches even came out to say, no, it's not government that have been giving us, it's not federal government that have been giving us, it's the state government that have been giving us. They lied. Nobody dragged the church. Nobody dragged the people that Obaseki gave the rights to be sharing. Everybody is painting a story that everything is well. It's disheartening. It will break my heart that our generation will be this callous and wicked to ourselves that we cannot even think of how do we move our state forward. It pains me a lot. It pains me that as I see people online defending the government about rice that was supposed to be shared to everybody. I can't even understand. I can't even comprehend how people come up with that kind of assumption or come up with that ideology to be defending government who has failed to do basic things at the right time. We are not talking about what he has been doing or what he has done, but on this matter, we are talking of good governance. For me, if you have been listening to me, I've been bringing up things that Obaseki have done that I think was good or is good. If government do something good, a reasonable person should say it, this thing government did it is good. If government still do something that is bad, we should also say that this thing is not good, it's not right. In that case, government will know what they are doing right and what they are doing wrong and know how to correct. But a situation whereby we paint everything good, even when they are doing wrong, it's not the way to go. And can you imagine that among all of us, one of us will be governor in the near future, coming from this group of bunch of liars? It's disheartening. Sometimes if I think about it, I just feel what is going on? What is something wrong with all of us? That people of 35 years, 40 years will be online defending government who obviously did wrong, lied to us, covered the lie, and it's disheartening. I must say it's disheartening. This is not politics. This is not about PDP or APC. This is purely governance has failed the people. This is not siding party. This is not APC fail Nigeria or PDP fail Nigeria. The governance structure, the whole elite governing, taking the government position in Nigeria has failed the country. So I still wonder, within this time, people are taking sides. Is APC that has spoiled the country? Is PDP that has spoiled the country? There is no party that has done good. All of them are contributing factor to what has put the country to where they are. So if we are demanding for good governance in this month of August, there is no need for us to be dragging party line. It's good governance we are looking for. Wherever it is, there is no party that have actually done good. If we are going to look at party line, because this month is month of good governance, we are demanding good governance. So let's leave party aside. Let's face the governance issue. We should leave party aside. This is not PDP or APC or Labour. This is governance. No party have produced a governor or a president that have really said, okay, I want to take it serious to develop Nigeria or develop Edo State. Lucky did not do anything. If we are going to talk about PDP, APC did not do anything. If you are going to talk about Oshiomhole, because if you consider the amount of money going to government and you consider the work done, they are paid. They are paid all of us. Even about if you consider the amount of billions going to the government house and comparing with what they have done for us, it has not really done well. So if we are talking of good governance, we should leave party aside, face good governance issue squarely.
Yes.
There's a situation whereby a section of the youth will be siding APC, some is siding PDP. Which of them have really done well for the people? Let's be realistic when we are saying all these things. Let's be realistic. Is it school? Is it university? Is it primary school? Is it secondary school? Is it road? Is it job? What have they done that will not say it's APC that is spoiling the country, it's PDP that is better?
Thank you, Mr. Sawaru. Thank you. Let me interject a little because we have a caller. He has been waiting. Caller, please, can you tell me your name and tell me where you're calling from? Please speak up because everyone is trying to listen.
This is Joe calling from UK.
Good, Joe. Please give us your submission on the topics we have discussed.
Yeah, I just want to join in concerning the the last speaker, what the last speaker said. You see, this is election period. You don't have to listen to everything here on media. Because if government have not come out to talk about anything right, hearing from media, I think that you shouldn't listen to this political period. People can just formalize and talk anything they like, whatever. If you are not seeing anything for government have not come out to say this, maybe permanent secretary or whatever, or maybe somebody representing government have not come out to speak. You hear from the person directly. You don't need to believe anything until you hear from government. The one we are hearing for sure media is just political, whatever and all that. So I'm just trying to address the last speaker when it talk about government lie, government non lie. Those are political period. Only thing they are saying might just be lie, just to damage one person and all that. So what you hear from government?
Thank you very much.
The government have received rice. They will come and say they have received rice, 200 bags of rice, 300 bags of rice. How are they going to share it? It will be shared by local government. So if the government have not come out to say they have received rice from federal government, publicly, not by media, by the one you're hearing from media, those might just be political lies. So let the issue of rice, I think that we shouldn't bear anything on the lie. We wait for government to come out and
okay. Mr. Joe, yeah, thank you very much for your submission. But now I want to correct you on something. It is not a social media hiccup, or it's not a social media misinformation. It is the commissioner for information and orientation, Chris Neikari, that has confirmed that the state government received trucks of rice from the federal government after its initial denial that they did not receive rice. So it is
Sorry, can I observe here, please?
No,
quickly,
wait,
just quick one.
Mr. Osa, yes. So on this part, nobody is accusing anybody of anything. It is the government telling us that they are aware of the rights that they gave to them, that they said they didn't give to them initially. So there's no propaganda. These people are just correcting their wrongs. First of all, it is good they have corrected their wrongs, because they could have stood on it and we will say it's lies, we will say it's propaganda. We don't know what touched them that they are coming to tell us the truth afterwards. But first, we will condemn the act of the lying to the people about I don't know why the rice. I don't know the love for rice. There are other things that they can share. I don't know why rice, but it's okay. So there's no propaganda here. There's just the government giving us a correction from their lies. Jojo, I hope you understand.
Okay, my second point, please.
Good.
Is the rice Nigeria problem? I keep saying it.
If it's what?
The rice Nigeria problem, rice.
Well, if so far the government's problem, the government problem, the people's problem, everybody's complaining about the rice. If there's a fight over rice, that means that's their problem. It's obvious.
It's just so funny. It's just so funny.
That is it. Whether we like it or not. The governor is saying he did not receive rice. The governor is now saying, or the government, I don't want to be direct, even if the governor is in charge of the government, he said he did not receive rice. Now they are saying they received rice. The people are angry that they did not share rice. Some people are angry that they gave rice to only Christians or Muslims. Now the rice has been stolen. The people are breaking into shops to steal rice. That means rice has been a problem. I hope the rice comes and they share more, so that there will be peace, there will be less lies, and we can go forward to other important things. Thank you very much for calling. I hope you stay tuned to the program. We are running out of time. Let me get to another person. Thank you, Joe. So before I finish with Mr. Osawaru, I know Mr. Osa wanted to interject for a minute. Mr. Osa, interject so Mr. Osawaru can continue. Thank you.
Okay. It's just a quick one here. So I think we have to put this thing into context instead of us just blowing, our gasket. First, from what I read, there's an article here. That's where I got the story from. The Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Mr. Nekane, was asked a question. And then his response was that they did not receive rice from the federal government. They received grains and gari from the federal government. So that's the context in which I want us to look at it from. However, perhaps the man wasn't in the know. He didn't have all the information. I'm not holding brief for him. I'm just saying, let's look at it from that context. And then later on, when the man from the NDDC, Momo, came to say, oh, they brought rice and all of that. And I said, oh, yes. You know, he now backtracked. That's when he backtracked to say, yes, they received rice. But that rice that he was talking about was about 20 trucks and was received sometime early in the year, not even this period that they are referring to. And then what he also said was that rice was the way to share the rice. It was clearly stated that it should be shared to the orphanages, shared among the local government and the internally displaced persons. So there was there's a reason for that rice. It's not just what would 20 trucks of rice, by the way, do for a state like Edo State? 20 trucks of rice.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, so that's what I said. We have to put things into perspective, not just blowing up our gasket.
Good. First, we have to. First of all, let us put the grammar into play. First, let's use the backtrack, because that is the word they use on the media. Backtrack, which means to retrace one step, right? So these people have told us something before. They said that they did not receive rice, but they received
gari and grain. Maybe he forgot. Then he now said, "Oh, it can happen." So he's
let us say maybe he forgot. Let us not defend him on any.
No. We're not holding.
Let us believe. Let us just believe. Let us believe they received grains and gari.
Yes.
Let us believe they received grains and gari.
Because he said they received that.
Yes, they received grains and gari. Then he has come out to say, "Oh, we received grains and gari. Oh, we did receive rice in February, although grains and gari came in June." Right? Let's presume. I'm working on the presumption that he must have said so in those terms. Now the question was, did you guys receive rice? You know,
which he later then said, yes, I did.
Yes, but initially, I don't know where they met.
No, it was an interview, and he said initially,
maybe a commissioner of information is not well informed for him not to know, or for him to forget that rice was received sometime in the year and he did not know about it, or perhaps after a party he forgot.
Well, it can happen to he's human. So
because
we're not holding brief.
As a minister of information, this is how people resign. These are reasons why people resign their jobs.
Exactly.
So information. Forgetting is on him part of your job description.
Many people are listening. Let me say something straight. The three grade of information. The first information, the first press release, Chris Neihai released, he was not talking about receiving rice or not receiving rice. That's the press release. He was talking about that state government do not have warehouse to keep those rice, but the rice the state government was distributing, they gave it to the churches and the Muslim community to distribute. So it is not state government that put rice in around those locations. So that was the first press release. So in his press release summary, the first press release was not to say we have the rice or we did not have the rice. He only said that it's not the state government that is keeping the rice. The rice the state government is sharing, they have given it to church and mosque to distribute. That was the first information. Then the church now came out to say, yes, we received the rice, but it's not federal government rice. It's the state government that that bought the rice and give to them, that they are the owner of those rice, but they are looting. They now remove federal government from the equation. That was the church that came online to say this rice is state government that gave us to share. It's not federal government, but the church that said it. It's not Christian Ekai. I have all the evidence. Then Christian Ekai now later, the third time, went to channel or interview. It was there he now confirmed that they are actually receiving palliative from the federal government, and they are also sharing it to churches and mosques and IDP. Now, where the issue is the church that gave the wrong information, and it was the youth that was saying a lot of things about the rights, not the government. At the time the government allowed the information to settle down, they now came out to say their own part of the story. So let's get it straight. It's never the government that came out first to say we did not receive rice or we are not sharing rice. Government said they are sharing rice, but the rice is given to church and mosque. Then the church came out to say it is not federal government rice. It is state government that will be buying the rice with billions. That is to say, it is the church that is lying. I have also discussed with upper reporter about this issue. My church in Benin are sharing rice since they have never one day told us that this rice is state government rice. I've gone to many churches. I've get a report from many churches who are sharing rice in Benin, but there is no day they have told the members that this rice we are sharing is state government that gave us so that everybody can go and carry. But they decide to do it like those that are poor, those that cannot afford rice. Please, if you know you don't have rice at home, there is rice there, go and carry. That is what they said in our own church. They never told us that state government brought rice for everybody. If you know you need it, go there. They say it in a way whereby it will look as a Christian who is getting small thing will not need the rice except for poor people. So in a nutshell, it's actually the people the state government gave the rice to, and the youth who is not allowing those who are involved in charge to give explanation of the real situation that is bringing wrong information, propagating wrong information everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Oshiomhole, I can send it on this page. The press release, Chris Naika released the press time.
Yes, you can just drop the link here on the chat so that we can access it and we can, so we don't go about arguing or misleading people. But
okay, Obizo J, just a quick question for the guy that spoke. I really like the clarification you gave.
Yes.
Was there any time the Minister for Niger Delta, one Mr. Momo, made any give an interview or comment or statement in respect of the 20 trucks of rice?
Yes. It was recently, maybe either on the 5th or either on the 3rd, between 3rd and 5th, that the minister gave it was even in Benin. He came to Benin when he said it, that
okay,
20 truck of rice to all states, including Edo.
And from what I gathered, that 20 trucks of rice was meant to be shared for amongst the orphanages, local government. No, it was specific. But how can 20 trucks of rice? We have how many local governments in Edo State? How can 20 trucks of service everybody?
It's not. It's for the less privileged. It's for those that cannot really afford. The poor of the poor, the poor among us.
Okay, so maybe perhaps that's why the church is not making it open for everybody. They are trying to make sure it gets to
the thing is there is a cover up somewhere. There is a cover up. If not because people now loot it. Most of us don't know that they are sharing rice.
So it's
Most
not
of us don't know that
on
rice.
the people who are meant to distribute that the ones now having issues with it. Okay, thank you so much for that.
The commissioner of information, we have been complaining about Chris Nehai. For 8 years, he has not done his job. He's not giving information. It's when something is about to go wrong that he will not come out to say the government own. But when the information will land newly, he will not come out to tell the people that rice came, but look at the people that the rice are meant for. In case that is how communication should be like. Something
That is on him then.
Come out and say it.
Well, that is on him, isn't it?
Sir?
I said that is on him. I said that is on him. He will take the
issue in all of this. Because if he's giving correct information as at when due, everybody will know there is rice. The day they were looting, everybody will say, please don't touch it. You know, they are giving us the information that this rice is going somewhere. Not because that day, according to the information I gathered, a day before that looting, the rice was actually going somewhere when the truck parked there. But those ones that was in the houses they were looting, those ones were the one they corner to share during election. Let's be frank about those ones. But those trucks were going somewhere to be delivered.
Okay. Well, I think the tenure is coming to an end soon, so let's just bear with him and help him to end his tenure in flying colors. We are all humans. We all have our lapses. Yeah. So let's just bear with our brother.
Thank you, Mr. Osawaru. You have given us, you have enlightened us on a better note, which is the reason why we are here. We are here to always educate ourselves. We have the commissioner. I can see that at the end of the day, you guys want to blame the commissioner.
Thank you, my host. They want to shift Obaseki blame
to blame the commissioner for not doing
his job.
That is his job. They put the commissioner in a tight spot because now they have been found wanting, and it's only left for the commissioner to do the dirty job by going to talk. His face, his name is on the story. But we all know that the governor is the head of the government. And when there are misappropriations or they are lagging, it is the governor's power that works. Nobody can say they forgot about 20,000.
Junior, do you expect the governor to be sharing rice or be dealing with rice?
I expect the governor to be a part and parcel of his government, where his commissioners.
Of what? Yes, we know that the buck
or they will lie to the people.
Table.
They should not lie to the people.
He's not the governor.
I am going to blame the governor. I will blame. We have
to be fair. We have to be
fair. We will blame the governor. There's no being fair here because the man knows about the
who is the commissioner for information? Who is responsible?
Who appoints commissioner?
Exactly.
Who appoints commissioner?
No, it's not about appointment now. Are you saying the governor, the procurement of rice or the rice transfer was made to and the commissioner was informed without the governor? Or the governor was not aware, or the commissioner knew about it and he did not update the governor.
No, Junior, you're not getting it.
The governor is in the know.
No, you don't understand. The governor was not asked a question. It was the commissioner who was asked a question. So if the commissioner,
so the commissioner was the person that was asked before and after.
Yeah, that's what we were told. The commissioner is the one.
Who told you that? Who told you that the commissioner was the one that?
Mr.
No. Hold on. You people are getting on my nerves. You're getting on my nerves.
I've sent
No,
you
no,
a
no, no, no,
link.
no.
Please read
Oh, but
that
don't I
link.
mean
I'm
that's
not
that
here to
link.
shout.
That
No, no, no.
link is
It's not about getting
generated
on your
from.
nerves. You were
Hold
not
on,
there.
hold on,
You're not
hold on. I'm
you're
there.
not a
I'm
first-time
there.
eyewitness. No. I'm not holding
there.
on. You're not there. You're in Japan. No,
I'm
you can't
there.
tell me that you're not there. I'm not going to
I'm
take this
there.
from you because you're not there.
No,
We are
okay,
both
see,
hearing it.
young man,
It's hearsay. So you
excuse me,
cannot categorically hold that. So let's drop it and move on. So
gentlemen,
so let's
please.
move on to the next stage.
No, gentlemen, let us just relax because now there's a post on X from the commissioner himself. He says that the state government has received information about the looting of. Well, these are. I think we don't have to read this post. Let us just say the way things are. Let's say the way things are. Whether the commissioner did not know what he was doing or he had, people make errors. People make errors.
Exactly.
We are all bound to make mistakes, but depends on the kind of mistakes. If we are talking about receiving rice, especially when there's hardship or there are what's it called? There was a protest, a hunger protest. Now everybody's talking about food. Yes, it's talking about rice, talking about vandalism of rice. And the government received it and they kept mute about it, or they said they did not. First of all, that is not good. The government, I don't know what probably they want to use it. What they want to rebag the rice for campaigns. Why was the rice? Why is there a story of rice? Why are those states? Why are we having the rice talk at this point? And why the coming back to talk about we did not receive rice and we received rice, even if it was the commissioner that was making the statement.
Because there's election in Edo, that's why.
Come on, this is government. This government should not go that low. The governor, I beg the governor, I beg our governors from now till 2016, 2017. Our governors should not go as low as having such rice stories linger with their names. It is unethical, it is improper, it is degrading, it is not right.
No. The question is this. I also want.
Let's
perspective. Officer, 1 minute. Officer, 1 minute. Officer, 1 minute. Officer, 1 minute. No, Officer, 1 minute.
Can I use 2 minutes or 1 minute?
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. If
I just entered the studio
that can spend billions to feed the people, provide free transport, what is 20 trucks of rice to hide? We have to put things into perspective so we can really understand what is going on.
The governor did not use
because some people.
The governor did not use his personal
exactly.
funds.
That's what I'm saying. If he can do that with what is 20 trucks of rice
money
compared to that? Not all of them are government money. All the rice. That is what I'm not saying. That is what I'm not saying. That we now have to put things into perspective. That is why we have to use our brains to think instead of just for a hat rack. Why would
my host, borrow me time, I beg. My battery, my
Bluetooth. I'm not going to borrow anybody time.
Please,
you understand? Why is it
no, my battery, my Bluetooth will soon die. My Bluetooth will soon die.
Why is it 20 trucks of rice that will be an issue when they spend millions for transport and for
please borrow me this time. You'll be speaking.
Providing
you'll be
food for
you'll be speaking.
So we have to think critically now.
Hold on, you'll be speaking. Please let me speak. Nobody's more though than any person here. The governor was caught red-handed. Obaseki himself made a statement, an announcement, a publication, not through the commission. He himself said that rice that we were looting, that was last 2 weeks. He said he bought he spent $2 billion to buy that rice for church. He said church, religious people. That's what he stood by. Even some other media aides, they came out defending that. They never said, she said she has not gotten any palliative for the presidency. And you're asking me if I'm not there. That's why I didn't make any decision about it last week, because he stood his ground. He said he has not received any palliative from the government. Ogun State was the first to be caught on this act. They caught Ogun State governor rebagging our rice. Now, let me break it down for us that is speaking English. When this rice was found in PDP state orders, warehouse, houses, and the rest, no one was found in church. No one was looted in church. First, no one was looted in church. And Obaseki still denied that rice does not belong to the federal government or the state. Now, secondly, he used our own money again to rebag the rice the federal government brought. For what reason? Inside the heat of hunger, they brought rice for the citizen. You are rebanding it and putting a Edo State name, saying that it rice you bought with 2 billion naira. Then now, the ministers came out, Zango Group came out and said, okay, we shared rice to every state. Edo State got 20 trucks. They gave date and time. Now, Obaseki is coming out and say, oh, yes, the rice that was looted the other day was the rice that the government said, which he said agreed before, told us before that rice does not belong to us. That he bought with 2 billion naira. So that means Obaseki chop our rice, use 2 billion naira, take cook stew on top. But he's taking our own rice, still using our own 2 billion naira to rebag that rice for us. And you are coming to tell me now that, oh, Obaseki is not involved in rice sharing? Can you
Mr. Tony, you can scream with all passion. The reality is what you're talking
about. It's all politics.
He messed up. Let's take it like that. I'm not the governor. He messed up. Why are you defending people here? Okay, hold on. Let me say this and I'll use the floor for you. Let me say this and I'll use the floor for you. With all disrespect, let me say this. Let me say this and I'll use the floor for you. Wait, hold on. Let me say this. I'll use the floor to you. Hunger protest, same thing now that we are accusing Obaseki for, that you are defending Obaseki for. This is the same thing we are accusing Tinubu for, that people went to the streets. And you are here defending Obaseki. I'm not talking about the politics. I'm not talking about the election. I'm not talking about the campaign.
It's not
this
the same
man has
thing,
messed up.
It's not the same thing.
No, my brother, Williams, hold on. Please. Don't bother me today.
Please.
Just hold on. Please, I'm not taking it funny for anybody today. Because this circumstance is getting out of hand. You blame ourselves every day that we did. The citizens are not ready to make a change.
Mr. Tony, why are you so hyper-aggressive?
Calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. You won't like
down.
My people,
calm down.
Personal vendetta against anybody.
Yes, excuse me, please. First of all, I think upper reporters, you have to take it easy.
Please.
Now you hold this place. Calm down.
I don't know why you're getting so agitated about rice.
Because people come here to tell me that the rice that was
no.
Everybody has an opinion.
Everybody has an opinion. Some people
have an opinion.
And
you can't
some people
tell
come
us
out to defend what they want to defend.
No, don't go toilet. I don't be there. No, be trouble.
Don't get agitated. Please, we're having a discussion. Now we have exceeded our 2-hour mark. Please. So we are just giving an extra time. But I'm going to let everybody have 2 minutes.
Osa is PDP spokesperson. I felt tell her to that they say Osa na PDP spokesperson. No one listening. This guy. I just dislike you with passion. I don't know why. I dislike you with passion. I don't know why. Because you know this, they don't see truth for your mouth.
That is a very wrong statement.
Truth not in your mouth for one day.
Okay.
See the way they follow Tony, they argue. See the way they follow and they argue for international platform. They shout. Tomorrow you say you know be
Williams.
Who is speaking, please? I don't even understand.
Please, can I say something?
Williams, you have 2 minutes. Just say something around up. We are not here for fights. Good. Mr. Williams, round up.
What is happening?
Yes, you're here.
Yeah, I don't. Upper reporter, please. No matter what somebody says in this platform, you. This is your platform. You should be calm enough to take things easy when somebody is even going astray. You can correct somebody without the way you holler this evening. Maybe I might not be disappointed somehow. No, this is not you now. Everybody make mistake. Forget what.
My brother, you can make your submission. I don't like this emotional blackmailing. Make your submission. Defend your governor. Don't bring.
I will make my submission, but now your platform be this. It's not emotional. It's your platform.
Now our platform.
Yeah, but now you
I don't
suppose
get that
calm.
more than
Now you
anybody.
suppose calm.
So
If me at the shout, now you suppose calm me. Look your colleagues. It calms everybody down. Look, that is my point I'm trying to make. My submission is this. Look, this thing is hot now in Edo State because of it's just politics. You understand? Everybody want to take advantage of it. Before this truck came into Benin, Obaseki has been giving money to the church. When we're talking about this rice that people are is buying rice, it's not the one that is buying the rice. It's just donating money from the church and the mosques. They buy the things by themselves. It's as simple as ABCD. You understand? Whatever I always say, what is it called? The information commissioner. That man is a bad product to this government because he didn't merit it. Because it was a PDP publicity or whatever. That was the reason why they give him that post. That's why political appointments sometimes we need brain. We need people that are trained in that field to take the position up. If that guy was a trade communicator, he would not fucked up. Just as somebody said earlier, that guy fucked up. If I watch his interview in the channels live the day he was talking, you understand? He said it is great bring and Gary. And that later on, he was now saying yes, they brought some rice, but not now. They brought the rice around February or January or something like that. The guy fucked up. He's not equipped enough to defend the government. That is just my opinion, because if he's equipped enough to defend the government or to get the good information out at when due, at least we will not have these things. Obaseki la, Obaseki this, Obaseki that, Obaseki that. It's because it's politics. For is the other state not doing the same thing? It's politics. Those state is taught now because it is politics. Let me give you an example. If I am a CEO of a company and a staff of mine.
William, what's going on?
The for staff has a very strong hand in determining what happened in government. You understand? Before everything come to everything come to Obaseki's decks, it might have passed through a lot of processes. So yes, it's the last stop. He has to take the blame for it, all the information that is going on. But we also have to consider that it's politics. It's politics. That's my point I'm trying to make concerning our honorable coordinator, who is just taking it personal. Yeah, Obaseki fucked up. He has to take the blame. Yes, he fucked up.
Williams, I gave you time to say. Williams, you're not crossing your boundary. I gave you time to speak as you want to speak, and I didn't interject you. There's protests in the country, and the president came out and said he sent rights to palliative to every state. Then you are telling me that the Obaseki don't know the rest was coming, that the commissioner was messing up. They didn't send it to the commissioner, they sent it to the governor. What are you guys talking about here now? And you guys are one
the governor went to receive it himself.
Hold on, Williams, hold on, please. Did you hear me talking about politics since? I'm holding the man accountable. Why is it that every time you try to make this guy a saint? Is he about mistake? Why is it that if he made mistake, you can't call him out? You try to corner for him. Then tomorrow you are blaming other people. You can blame Tinubu for everything.
I've already said it's fucked up. I've called him. I said it's fucked up.
Keep it like that. Keep it like that. Just keep it like that. And
upper importance. Why are you agitated?
Body don't hot to do.
Williams. Why
you
your language? Because
calm down.
Hold on, let me tell you why I'm agitated. Let me tell you why I'm agitated. I have cousins at home who are hungry, and I have to send money to them to go buy rice. I don't think they hold our rice. They hold our rice.
Good, come. But how many is the right supposed to be a bag for a family or for a home?
Doesn't matter if it's one cup, it's their right.
No, don't get agitated because of one cup of rice. You cannot say
no, by host, please hold on. And this guy made one statement just now that obviously I've been sending money to mosque. Is it Obaseki money? Is it not our money sent to mosque?
No, see, good. I don't know why you're angry. I don't know the reason why
I'm not saying it's money.
But I don't think it's because of the rice.
Calm down now. Calm down.
The whole matter is to rest.
No. We are here to deliberate. We are here to discuss. We are not here to get angry.
This is a worldwide. It's been televised live.
It is unruly to come and yell at everybody because of politics. People come here for free will. You don't come here. We don't yell at each other. No. It is not acceptable. Please. Let us just calm down. Obaseki is somewhere, private jet, billions.
We are just shouting to ourselves, yeah.
We are attacking ourselves. People that leave their time Friday evening.
It's our money.
What? You know that they started their money. Tomorrow they will say Obasanjo is the best governor. He is the best this. The same people say it. But I understand of my importance. What is wrong is wrong. Your governor like simple. Let us move on.
Can I say something?
Yes, go ahead. What to say?
I am indeed appalled by the behavior of Upper Tony. Let me tell you, I'm not going to be yelled at. I don't know how to yell at people. When argument is like that, I run away. I'm not even aware, and I'm not concerned about what Nehari said, what Obaseki said. I don't care about that. All I was saying from our discussion was, why is it that things don't work in this government? And I just brought up something simple. I said, Dangote has been sharing rice for some time now through churches or whatever. We see the adverts every day.
Since January.
So when it comes to anything government, that's when you now start hearing that. And I was actually buttressing a point that he's making. Why is it that when it comes to government, that's when you now hear of rice being stolen in
Sally, I'm sorry. Sally, I'm sorry of my adboss. I'm sorry. Sorry, not verse.
Let him finish.
Sorry. Comment section is okay, but cannot be yelling at people you invite to your panel. It doesn't work that way. No matter how passionate you are, because you did not even hear my points. That is what yelling does. I'm not concerned. I didn't even hear about Obaseki saying he didn't receive rice. I didn't even hear, because to me, the rice issue is becoming irritating. But all I was saying is that if private sector wants to share rice, how is it that it can be done properly? But the minute
do it well. Government.
That's when we now start hearing Obaseki said
yes.
And hence I'm saying that they don't have our best interest. So the point you're making of saying let's condemn what is condemnable, I'm actually doing that for you, but there's something going on. Are you anti-Obaseki? You need to hear that voice? Is that what it is? Because from everybody's telling you, oh boy, waiting the apple, calm down now, waiting the apple, you calm down, because it's not that serious. But please, there's a way to address issues. It's a very simple thing. And like somebody said, we are entitled to our own opinions, not to our own facts. The facts are the facts. Nobody can change that. If Obaseki said he didn't receive rice 2 weeks ago and he said he received now, he said those are facts. But somebody can give an opinion based on what they think was his line of thinking when he said that, or they are blaming Chris Nehari. Now, I don't think anybody that is the spokesmouth or spokesperson of a government can release a statement without fact-checking with his principles first. So all of that is just all around the corner. But at the end of the day, please, can we just stick to being, I don't want to use lack of better word.
Civil.
Let's be civil.
Gentlemen. Some civil men are not gentlemen. Let's stick to being gentlemen.
Let's stick to be gentlemen. It's a very simple thing. And this whole thing about rice, like somebody said, is political season. I don't think come next year by this time, nobody will be talking about rice. And whoever becomes governor is not rice that they'll be talking about now, because the states that there are other states that are not in political or election season. Nobody's talking about rice there. Are there not states that they share this bag of rice to? People probably store rice in Zamfara, Gombe, Ebonyi, somewhere. Nobody's talking about it because that is not juicy news. But now, the minute tomorrow, they will soon be pursuing people that sell rice in markets. They will say, oh, this one is APC rice, this one is PDP rice. So please, let's try and bring it to Ben. Thank you very much.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Do I have my outburst? But again, let me tell you the reason of my outburst. This is the danger you people don't know. You are downplaying it right now. It's even more dangerous. Obaseki is even wicked. That guy has no soul. People are processing for hunger, and they send food, and you are playing politics with people's life. What you guys saying is political season. It's one thing you will not do at this time. Well, you need to de-escalate. Hold on, please. Now you're speaking. I gave you time. Hold on, please. I don't need to tell Obaseki how to govern. You need to de-escalate situation, not to escalate it. Other states, They are putting rice outside sharing for people. But your own is filled up with mystery and stories. And yet this guy have not come out to even make a public statement. He came out to make a public statement that, oh, the right, oh man, that man hurts me so. He doesn't know how he hurts me. And you guys telling me it's political season. It's different. This time is very different. This country is tense. Or you guys don't even know what you are passing through. Abuja is still protesting Abuja. But people can smile and happy that they are protesting against Tinubu. So for Obaseki own in Benin, no, we should not say anything about it. And this is what we're supposed to do: protest for our well-being. This is our right, and somebody's taking it. Come on, man. What is wrong is wrong. We should call him out. If you are wrong, you are wrong. It doesn't take anything from you. Our own guys that is wrong. One way fuck up there. We all know for London. We all call them out. What is wrong is wrong. We lost our value.
Okay.
Thank you. I use the floor.
Reporters, thank you for your final submission. That will be the last submission of the day. We have done 2 hours, 30 minutes already. It's supposed to be the program is supposed to be 2 hours. Today I'll give a proverb. I'll give my African proverb, which says you cannot build a house for last year's stormer. You cannot build a house for last year's event. That means the past is for learning and the present is for living. Whatever has happened has happened. Whatever has happened in the past has happened in the past. All that is left for us to do is not to hold our losses, but is to learn from what has happened. And when we learn, we put ourselves together to make the future better and brighter. Yes, so we can succeed. We know when it comes to politics, a lot of things are said. But we should always remember, politics is a game. And in that game, without setting boundaries or law or rules, lies can be a major factor. Yes, I'm saying that. Lies can be a major factor. Politicians have a flair of lying. They tell the people what they want to hear. They tell us as we want to hear it and when we want to hear it. Yes, there's been an unrest in Nigeria, and still, I don't think the rice story is a big deal. The rice thing should be dealt with and not happen. I don't know why, even when a man wants to make an explanation, or wants to talk of how things are bad, they will say, do you know a bag of rice is 90,000? Why is it a rice factor? What is it with Nigeria and rice? This is my opinion. I'm not defending Obaseki. I'm not defending anybody here. I'm just saying it. If the bag of rice is 90,000, you don't have to buy one bag. Buy a Derica or buy half bag or buy to your money's worth. Stealing rice or rebagging rice or having rice or Dangote sharing rice. I don't know what the rice thing is. I don't just understand. But well, we hope for the best. Lastly, this platform is for us to come together to learn. Nobody is more Edo than the other person. I don't want to use Edo as a circle. Nobody is more African or more Nigerian than the other person. Or nobody is more human than the other person. So when we come here, we all come here as equals, not because I am a moderator, I cannot be corrected, not because I'm a moderator, I cannot be taught or educated. That is the reason why I take my time out twice every week to come here to learn from you guys, and I expect you guys to learn from me. It is a home sit-up. We are friends, we are brothers, even if we don't know each other or we meet ourselves online every other day. Please, there should be no form of quarrel or rancor. This is a school. We are going to make sure we change the narrative from the normal way people do it in other platforms. Here we don't quarrel with each other. We can have our voice raised, we will apologize, but let it be that we are gentlemen. Whatever you are going through, whatever is happening in your home, whatever is happening in your country, please handle it with the best form of calmness. When you come, when you talk to us, when we talk to each other, please let's try to be calm. Whether you are the king of Zamunda or you are the king of China, when we are here, we are same and we are brothers. Thank you all for coming today. Thank you for being on this program. Thank you all for taking time out to be on the social media platform, comments and all that. We hope to have you all back here on Monday. And like I always do on weekends, I say it. Enjoy your weekend in Tinubu's voice. Thank you. See you on Monday.